From the bright lights of Hollywood to the vibrant streets of Johannesburg, American actress and model Yaya Da Costa embarks on a journey to South Africa for an exciting venture.
My name is Yaya Da Costa. I am an actor from New York City originally, and my career started in about 2005. After exploring teaching, modeling, waitressing, I really got focused and decided to pursue this particular passion. Was blessed to immediately out the gate begin working in some great films. The first one was Take the Lead. I've done numerous different things since then. Such fond memories of being at my mother's school in Central Harlem, the Central Harlem Montessori school, with all these other black kids dressed up in our yellow, black, and green, you know, building a ballot box out of a cardboard box and casting our votes for Madiba. It was just such a powerful memory to feel like you're part of a movement that was so significant and so, you know, and then his leadership was so hard won. It's really beautiful to be here. Obviously, it's very difficult to be here in the prison. Any environment like this, I feel very heavy in. It's not just history. You know, there are a lot of energies that linger within these walls and in these spaces. You know, the spirits who were tortured, who were killed, and, you know, who died from sickness because of the filthy environment. All of those, you know, really troubled souls left a mark, and I don't think that just goes away, you know, after a couple decades. So it's very heavy, to be honest, being here, but I'm grateful for our tour guide. I'm grateful for, you know, her filling in information that I didn't know, and really just taking the time to honor the work of the activists that came through here.
It all started with her reciting a verse on social media while wrapping her head. And now she's launching a brand where culture meets creativity. Her head wraps are not just a fashion statement, they are a celebration of heritage, self-expression, and unity. We caught up with her a day before the launch of her head wrap at Koki Kamala's store opening.
I grew up wearing head wraps from childhood and didn't really think anything of it because my mother wrapped her head, and, you know, a lot of little girls imitate their moms. Then I went away to school for high school, then I went away to college, and it became something of like a signature on campus. A lot of other, and I went to majority white schools, and so the other black women on campus would ask me to teach them how to do it. And I was happy to, didn't really think that it would turn into anything at that time. In the beginning, I was looking for fabrics that were already made. I happened to be in Ghana last year, so I selected a lot of the fabrics for the first couple of drops because they're going to be released in periodic drops. But those were from Ghana. Those were traditional Ankara fabrics. And, you know, these fabrics, even though they're African patterns, this technique of creating these wax fabrics was an industrialized version of what the Dutch learned from the Indonesians and their batik way of creating prints with wax. And so I happened to go to Indonesia and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do my own prints, you know, and I'd love to come to the source and learn how they do it there. So while many of the wraps initially are traditional Ankara fabrics, which are selected with very specific themes in mind. So you'll see on the website, each one has a title, a description, and an intention, right? When you put this on, it's infused not only with Reiki, universal life force energy. I've been a Reiki master since 2010, so I just want to use all of me, right, in this venture. I'm like, why not? Why not, like, add some energy, some healing, into this? Why not let it be symbolic? Why not, choose the print with the butterfly on it and talk about the power of metamorphosis in our lives? This is the first step. I'm so honored that the designer, Koki Kamala, requested that I sell the wraps in her store in Mandela Square. And I think this is just the beginning. And, I'm getting my international shipping in order. Don't worry. It's a little bit more complicated than I imagined, but I am thrilled to be having so much feedback and DMs and requests from people on the continent and in Europe who are like, can you please ship to my country because I gotta try this. And I'm just so honored.
In the heart of Santon, Yaya celebrated the launch of her headwrap brand, a stunning collection that embodies culture, elegance, and empowerment. And she says there's more in store. Snazo Noto, SABC News, Johannesburg.